そんな毎日が送れるような気がする。恋がしたい。誰かを、心の全てを丸ごと放り出すみたいに思ってみたい。できるだろうか、そんな恋が。
バカね。
It's time to get in touch with your emotional side. These shows typically depict two people falling in love. It starts with a crush and the audience watches it blossom from there. Here is the top 10 best romance anime ever made. Special A. Hikari Hanazono has always been second to Kei Takashima. When they were 6 years old, their pro-wrestling-loving fathers introduced them to each other, assuming that she was the best in wrestling. Young Hikari challenged Kei to a wrestling match only to be thoroughly defeated by him. Ever since that fateful incident, Hikari swore to beat Kei in school grades, sporting events, anything. To do this, she has enrolled in the same school as Kei since elementary. Now she attends Hakizunkin, an ultra-elite school that costs her carpenter father a lot of money. Hikari and Kei are the top 2 students in the school, with Kei holding firmly to that #1 position. While Hikari considers Kei to be a rival and important friend, she is completely unaware that Kei loves her. The story primarily focuses on Hikari and her constant attempts to defeat her one and only rival, Kei, and how she finds love in the rivalry. Kamisama Kiss. Nanami Momozono's dad, a man with a penchant for gambling, disappeared after accumulating a huge amount of debt. Thus, she was chased out of her house by the debt collectors. When she met a timid man being chased by a dog, he told her that he'd give her his house. She believed his persuasive talk, but when she went to his house it turned out to be a shrine. Moreover, a guy with false ears appeared, which made Nanami even more confused. What will become of homeless and confused Nanami? Well, the romance grows with each episode. You can't wait to see what will happen next. Blue Spring Ride. The basic premise of the story follows the point of view of Futaba Yoshioka, a high school girl who has since transformed herself from a conventionally attractive appearance to a sloppier and less mannered version of herself.
俺、お前のこと好きだった。もう戻れないけどね。それくらい昔の話ってことだ。
恋と友情、青春が動き出す。
This change is due to the bullying she faced in middle school because of the attention her appearance garnered. The story proper begins when she begins to change again as a result of meeting her middle school crush in high school, Kumabuchi. As a story, O'Hara Ride mostly documents the changes in Futaba in a person and in her relationship with Go, with little left for the other characters in the show. For what the show does choose to discourse through its narrative, however, it does so well. Realizations and understandings between Futaba and Ku come at a fine pace. O'Hara Ride is perhaps a simple yet deceptively delightful romance show. It manages to take rather unassuming characters, but still craft entertaining and realistic interactions between them. URAN High School Host Club.
Those. I used to have contacts, but I lost them on the first day of school.
How do you do? You look so cute!
If we had known that's how you really look, we would have helped you out sooner.
At the ultra-prestigious URAN High School, Haruhi Fujioka looks for a quiet place to read and walks into an unused music room, and accidentally stumbles across the notorious URAN High School Host Club, a group of boys who entertain the girls of the school for profit. When Haruhi accidentally breaks an expensive vase belonging to the wacky host club, she is made to serve under them until her debt is paid off. Haruhi is soon made a host, but in order to pay off what she owes, she must continue to allow the host club's customers to believe she is a boy. Before long, real bonds are formed, friends made, and Haruhi finds herself accepted in a way she could never have been otherwise in this affluent school. My Little Monster. My Little Monster focuses on the relationship between Shizuka Mizutani, who has absolutely no interests except in studying and her plans for the future, and a boy named Haru Yoshida, who sits next to Shizuku in class but rarely attends school.
卑猥なことを考えました。は？
After Shizuku is tasked with delivering class printouts to Haru's home, she meets Haru, who immediately greets her as a friend, starting their new relationship, nicknamed Dry Ice. Shizuku is renowned as a girl who is emotionless and cold. However, when she met Haru, she was touched by his innocence and his lack of knowledge towards human relationships. Though known as a violent and uncontrollable monster, Haru is actually kind and gentle. Haru immediately declares his love towards Shizuku, but it takes much longer for Shizuku to realize and accept her own feelings towards Haru. Together, as two previously unsocial beings, they help each other learn how to care for others and make friends. KIMI and TODOKE. Kurunuma Sawako is completely misunderstood by her classmates. Her timid and sweet demeanor is often mistaken for malicious behavior. This is due to her resemblance to the ghost girl from The Ring, which has led her peers to give her the nickname Sadoko, longing to make friends and live a normal life. She is naturally drawn to Kazuhaya Shouda, the most popular guy in class, whose 100% refreshing personality earns him great admiration from Sawako. So when Kazuhaya starts talking to her, maybe there is hope for the friendship Sawako has always longed for. Maybe there is even a little hope for some romance in her future.
聞いてもらいたいな。自分の気持ちを。黒さんと吉田さんと友達になりたい。あの子が自然に笑った時、
TORADORA. Ichi Takasu is a gentle high school student with a love for housework, but in contrast to his kind nature, he has an intimidating face that often gets him labeled as a delinquent. On the other hand is Taiko Isaka, a small, doll-like student, who is anything but a cute and fragile girl.
Do this stuff anymore! These people are gonna get the wrong idea again!
But I can't just leave you alone like that.
Well, you're gonna have to! Nothing's okay, I'm not okay! Why doesn't anyone ever listen to me? They don't get me. Nobody...
Equipped with a wooden katana and feisty personality, Taika is known throughout the school as the Pawn-Top Tiger. One day, an embarrassing mistake causes the two students to cross paths. But she discovers that Taika actually has a sweet side. She has a crush on the popular vice president, Yonsei Hamura, who happens to be his best friend. But things only get crazier when Reggie reveals that he has a crush on Minori Kushida, Taika's best friend. TORADORA is a romantic comedy that follows this arch duo as they embark on a quest to help each other with their respective crushes, forming an unlikely alliance in the process. Say I love you. Quiet and unassuming like Takabata has spent her high school years without making friends or getting a boyfriend, because of a childhood incident that left her believing that people will betray each other sooner or later.
本当に好きなことはヤマト。キスしないっぽいんだ。黒沢は私の存在に気づいてくれて、まっすぐ目を見て話してくれて、それがすごく嬉しくて。
She encounters a popular boy named Yamamoto Kurosawa. He becomes interested in her, and it is through their tentative friendship and blossoming relationship that Mai ultimately begins to branch out and befriend others. Wolf Girl and Black Prince. The story centers around Erika Shinohara, a vain 16-year-old girl who tells her friends about her romantic exploits, but she actually has no boyfriend. She claims that a handsome boy in the candid photo is her boyfriend, but it turns out that boy is a schoolmate named Kaiaya Sada. She has no choice but to make him her fake boyfriend.
なんでほっといてくれないの？私がいなくたって痛くも痒くもないんでしょ？ねえ、なんで？
うるせえ口だな。
Unfortunately, Sada may look like a sweet person, but he is actually an ultra-black-hearted sadist. Sada takes advantage of Erika's weakness and treats her like his dog. Kaichiwa made Isayame. Sika High School, once an all-boys school notorious for its wild students, and for generally being a terrifying place for girls, has recently become a co-ed school, with the female population still a minority and living in fear of the over-the-top antics of the males. Misaki Ayazawa takes it into her own hands to reform the school. and allow the girls to feel safe in the rough environment. Training, studying, and even becoming the first female student council president of the school, Misaki has gained a reputation among the male students' body as an uptight, boy-hating dictator and as a shining hope for the teachers and fellow female students. However, despite her tough as nails appearance, she secretly works part-time at a maid cafe in order to support her family. Unfortunately, her hard-earned reputation is threatened when the popular, attractive, and somewhat impassive Takumi Asui takes an interest in her after discovering her in the maid uniform after school. What is your favorite anime from the list? Let us know below and don't forget to subscribe.